Hey, PrinnyCast Roundtable. Yep, you're in it. Casual weekly show. We talk about stuff, games, media. Yeah, we got 3 hosts here. Yeah, I'm Chris. I like games, anime. Yeah, there's these guys.
I'm Gerber, and I love all simulations, especially city builders, which are a big one's about to come out. So I'm about to go crazy, which I have been for the past week.
I'm Mike, and I can't quit playing Smash Brothers. Oh dear God, please help me.
Cool. There's Etna. She talks and stuff. What have we been up to?
And savagely beats us.
I'm not really that depressed, everybody. Don't worry about me. So what have we been doing this week? It sounds like for a while now, though, it's been like a copy-paste of whatever we did the last week. There's just some minor changes every now and then, but the minor changes are worthwhile. So
this week, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 came out, and although I'm not brave enough to complete the other 2 games, I do watch them. I watch Markiplier play them on his YouTube channel, and that's how I get all the information from the game. And the displays are so thorough that it feels like you play it. So
why would you buy it yourself?
I'm
Just to
working
support?
myself up.
Oh,
no, well, that too. But I really like the game. I like the concept of the game. It's something different. The first 2 games, they've been a little bit different because they
leap on you. I've seen just totally bag on top of your head.
That, and once you're got, there's no getting away. You can't run. You can't fight them. You're just done for. And it's always a surprise. You never really expect it. This new one changes the formula. Instead of watching a bunch of different animatronics on monitors, or really rather not watching the monitors and just waiting for the audio cues and doing the specific things in the monitor that you're supposed to do, you actually do have to watch the monitors in this one. You lure the one single animatronic that you fend off through the whole game into a different room to get him away from you. And you do this by using the camera to play audio in each room. The way that the story goes is that this game takes place 30 years after the very first game in the series. So...
But the first game was supposed to take place in the 80s, right?
Yeah, so this one's more of this is going on now.
Yeah.
The place is burned down. It fell into disrepair and burned down, and the story kind of became an urban legend type deal, and some people got their hands on some of the stuff that survived the fire and built it up as a horror attraction. Now, they worked you, the player, in the exhibit as the security guard. It's, to me, not as scary as the first 2 games. There are jump scares, but before, whereas you had no idea where the animatronics were going to be once they left the room, you can kind of guide this one. So you kind of know where he's going to be, even though you can lose him and there will be some panicking clicks, and he's never blatantly obvious in the camera like the other 2 games where, they're kind of front and center when you're looking at them through the cameras. Mm-hmm. He's always hiding, just out of sight. Like, you might see the glow of his eye, and that will be the only clue that you have that he's in that room. And the cameras are even grainier than they were in the first 2 games.
Technology!
Because you've only got one animatronic, he thought, I guess, that it would be too easy and not tense enough, which he's right. So he added phantom animatronics, which are, I guess, hallucinations? I'm not really sure. But you have 3 systems. You have the camera feed, you have ventilation, and you have the audio that you play in each room to lure the animatronic. The ventilation goes out, you are more likely to hallucinate the phantom animatronics. And if they jump scare you, then more systems get knocked out. So it's kind of a cat and mouse game of try not to attract the phantom animatronics, make sure all the stuff is powered.
Now you're dealing with Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
Ghost machines.
I actually like the game more for the story than the cheap jump scares, because it's interesting the way he put the stories in the games. They're not front and center. Mm-hmm. There are things that you have to look for, and nothing is completely told to you 100% ever. So it's always speculation, which is nice.
Makes people think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I also played Monster Hunter Ultimate 4. Still really enjoying the game. It's not gotten old. I actually did change my weapon, though. The gun lance was just too slow. So I found another one, which is a sword and shield combo that turns into an axe that's slow. So I can be kind of quick when I need to be, and I can be slow and deal a lot of damage when I want to be. It's called the Charge Blade. That game, I don't know what it is, but that one is capturing me way better than Ultimate 3 did. I did play some Captain Toad. I enjoyed it. I didn't have time to play NES Remix, even though that was one of the games that I bought. But I did play Captain Toad. I have enjoyed it, so I will probably be playing it again this week. And other than that, just the standard World of Warcraft and an insane amount of Smash Brothers. I really like that game. I've loved every Smash Brothers game. Some of them I've loved less than others. I enjoyed overall, I didn't enjoy it competitively because of the whole trip thing. Oh, I downloaded Smash Brothers PM, which is the fan-made Smash Brothers Brawl, basically. I don't have an actual Wii to play it on. I played it on my Wii U, so I was stuck using the Wii U remote, and that was not a good experience. It's way better with the GameCube controller. But yeah, that's my long list of stuff. What have you been doing?
Well, I played quite a bit of Banished. I got the mod Colonial Charters, which is, oh my god, you may as well call it an expansion, because that's how much it adds to the game. It's mind-blowing. Also, it adds extra difficulties, so the game can become, actually, punishes you relentlessly hard. That's probably what I've been doing for 8 hours a day, just getting my ass kicked in one map.
That's already a rough game for people that aren't hardcore like you are. I get my butt kicked on easy.
I ran out of tools 4 times and came back every time. So it's like, okay, nobody in my entire town has tools, but we're somehow managing to do all the farms every month, every year, so everything's fine. The last time that it was like, okay, I'm running out of food, we're about to starve to death, this will be the end. A merchant came and he had 200 steel tools, and I was just like, oh, I am a lucky bastard, and yeah, rebooted from there. But then I had the situation right before I quit the cast where they're all dying off from old age. I didn't breed them fast enough, I didn't expand fast enough, so now I'm gonna be left with a skeleton group of a bunch of kids, and it's just like, I can't believe literally you screw yourself and it's a die-off. If you're not careful when that kind of die off, your whole city will die and you'll lose everybody. So yeah, I played Clash of Clans and I got my Barbarian King yesterday. Ooh. And that was a great success. It was just like, oh, that's a major accomplishment. Now when they attack my base, they don't just get to attack my base and get away with it. My Barbarian King will go after him. Now that doesn't mean that he's unstoppable. If you know what you're doing, you can take his ass out immediately. But he stalled. He takes a couple seconds, and a couple seconds is the difference between 90% and 100% in Clash of Clans, which determines how many trophies you get at the end of the battle. And on the other side of my thing, I got Tulsa Quills, which I've got both of them today because I was playing it that much. I was playing that too while playing Banished. That's craziness. Guild Wars 2 is on sale. I played it, but I just do the dailies and I log out. I don't play it more than 40 minutes a day at a time. It is on sale for this weekend only, and that's from the 6th to the 8th. It will be on sale for $10. It's quite worth it, and I want people to play with that I know. Anybody? Then I played SimCity 4, and this will probably be the last time I play SimCity 4 because every time I look at a Maxis game right now, I just get sad. It's very saddening, and I haven't even explained why yet. But I just played it. I just played it one last time because it was just like I had a terrible glitch when I played a damn glitch, and I was just like, really, game? Don't do this to me. Not on my last time I'm going to play you. So I wiped out the city and restarted, and it ran fine. And then I was just like, okay, that's enough. I'll let you go. Oh, then I played 3000. I played 3000 for a day straight again, so that was awesome. I was just like, 3000 is always the best SimCity to go back to. Yeah,
and I missed the hydroelectric exploit from 2000 in it, but otherwise I think it's my favorite too.
Oh yeah, everybody loves 3000, and then they love 2000 as well. Then I played Sonic Generations, and the Chao slowly but surely drove me crazy. Because he tells you stupidly, blatantly obvious shit. He's like, don't fall here while you're falling. Or, just, something that he tells you, be careful ahead while you're already there. It's just like, what purpose are you? Or he just tells you gotta jump up on the ramp. And it's just like, really? Run faster.
As obnoxious as that is, it's kind of the tutorial part.
Yeah.
And Sonic is one of those all ages things, so you have to understand they're kind of scooting the little ones along too. They'd also just have to deal with the mind-numbing irritation of it in the meantime.
Just give us an option to turn it off.
Yeah. Hey, at least it wasn't as bad as the little guy in Sonic Unleashed. Yeah.
Because the intro was going on, and I seriously almost all deleted out of the game. It drove me so I was just like, no. If I don't find the button to end this intro, that little cinematic thing, I will probably turn this game off and never play the game, but I found out how to get it off. Honestly, I had more fun playing the original Sonic character in the game because he never says a damn word. But unfortunately, other characters talk to him, especially Amy and all them. Yeah. This game is getting on my nerves very, very rapidly.
But it's still probably the best Sonic game since quite possibly Adventures 2.
Yes, without question. So, fantastic game, just little things that are iterable, but yeah. And I think that's about all I played this week. How about you, Chris?
The usual Tynan, the usual Inferno Legend on Congregate. Been playing a game called Dungeon Warfare, which I'd noticed was actually an indie title that was greenlit on Steam recently, so it's always bizarre to see this stuff, you can play for free on Congregate, or you can go to Steam and buy it. And it's not like the Balloon, it's not like, that was a good one, it's not like Balloons 5 where there's a lot of updates to it. It's almost the exact same game. So, but anyway, it's a tower defense and kind of the mindset of the old Deception series or something, where you're protecting a dungeon from the heroes that's coming in after you, so you're setting up traps instead of towers. So it's a little bit different. It's got an 8-bit look to it, and it's been enjoyable, but it's very infuriating because they do so many cheap things, and there's just no way of handling it, really, without playing through it several times and figuring, okay, this is what I need to do then, and it kind of ruins the idea of having a little bit of creativity, of having different techniques of taking them out. I don't like it when they rigidly set up something like that.
I feel like beginner traps require one strategy and only that one.
Yeah, do not like that in my tower defense games.
Nope.
Second Life still, but not a whole lot going on there. Dana had a little vacation on the beach side, so she being gone was even less reason for me to be there, but I still did a little bit of the Sploder stuff, and I tinkered with RPG Maker, but I have not made any new videos from last week. I have one that kind of slid all week long. I meant to upload it and never got around to it, so sorry guys if people are kind of disappointed that I haven't been really powering on with it. These last few weeks, it's just been ridiculously. And it's been having creativity and especially technical skills of working with something, having that kind of slide back in of trying to remember how things worked again after taking off for 6 months with working on it. It just all kind of piles up, and then trying to do the videos too. Okay, what can I talk about this time that would actually be useful or interesting? Because some of the videos that I put up, I'm not sure are going to be helpful at least, but I put them up anyway just in case. But they're going to be more tutorial based, not obvious based like some of them have been. So
it's always good to show some of the videos that you think that aren't going to teach anything, because like watching Nil when he screws around was his UDK stuff. He experiments with something that nobody would usually touch, and they discover something that affects that he can use inside something else that's actually really important. Or somebody might be looking for the thing that you're just dicking around with and thinking, okay, this is pointless.
But other than that, most of my game playing was centered around getting Prinny Plays recordings done. So my gaming was really quiet this week. There's a lot of games I want to get back to. It just hasn't happened yet, but I've been keeping up with the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes still. I don't know how faithful it is to the Avengers comics, but most of the stories going through is what I remembered them being, or what I've been told them being. Meanwhile, still on my anime with Fairy Tail, I think down to the last 15 episodes, and I know I've only went through like 5 episodes recently. Part of that was because a little weird set of incidents happened with my computer, and I started on one called No Game, No Life. Holy crap, that's weird. It's a combination of several different anime I've seen before, and this is kind of a common theme lately. And it's a brother and sister team that are complete shut-ins, have never really done anything with their life except for the fact that they are the most unbeatable pair in video gaming history. And they're these urban legends. And so this creature god thing from another world lures them into this world where their entire economy, their world system, even down to practically granting wishes of people, is all based around making bets around this game playing. So naturally, these two are quickly climbing the ladders of this Gaia-dom, of where they go from nobody's looking for ends to stay to becoming the king and queen of a nation, and that nation's going to try to take over the world. So it's an interesting concept. I think they go a little overboard with the fan service sometimes, which I'm really surprised at, considering how much Japanese TV's been censoring lately, but there's quite a bit of fan service in this one. And I guess that's about it. I can't recall any movies I've watched this week, but I have started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's back on again. I see that they're really tying things into the Inhuman stuff, so that'll be interesting. And yeah, so a lot of news this week.